that all children have access to a good public education that's properly funded, seeing that all our children and our citizens have access to affordable health insurance. And I think it's silly to continue arguing about the number. We seem to have been doing that out here in our campaigns. Sarge Preston says there's 93,000 uninsured South Dakotans, and Dr. Van Etten gets up and says, no, it's only 68,000. I'm wondering where the acceptable number is. And I think 2 is too many. So rather than finger pointing, I'd like to go to peer and work on a solution to this problem, to find a way so we can get an umbrella to provide affordable health insurance to all South Dakotans, in addition to fully funding education. Economic development is important to our state. We have a marketing plan that comes out of the governor's office that talks about the tax structure in South Dakota, that we're attractive to small business because we have an affordable tax structure. I don't know how successfully he was selling insurance, but I was learned as a salesman that you're supposed to talk about your benefits, the features of what you're selling and its benefits. And I think the greatest thing that the state of South Dakota has to offer a startup business, whether from outside the state or inside the state, is the people, is our workforce. We have wonderful, hardworking, committed people. And they're far more important to the success of any industry, any economic development of this state, than a tax structure. Tax structure is only one piece. And we need to, when we talk about economic development and energy development in the state of South Dakota, we need to talk about the people. We need to talk about preserving our natural resources and conserving our natural resources. And that includes our citizens. I'm proud to be a Democrat because being a Democrat means that when I come to a problem, I come to it worrying about the people. I worry about you more than I do the bottom line. I worry about the cost of life rather than the cost of ammunition. When I look at war, that's what I concern myself with. When I look at the cost of food, I worry about what it costs to feed a family of 4 that's struggling, rather than how much sales tax revenue I can get off it, or handing a report card to somebody else. So I had a thought. I was coming back from a fundraiser last night, and it struck me that Governor Palin may be the second best thing to have ever happened to us. George Bush being one of the first. Because I'm seeing a lot of people energized for a number of reasons, and the most important one I think is Senator Obama. But from a statewide standpoint, I've been going door to door now with Dennis and Kim for about a month. And I don't know if the number's 3,000, Tom. We've talked to a lot of people, Republicans, Democrats, and independents. And we have seen but a handful of people who tell us they're going to vote Republican. Thank you very much. Everyone else is interested in talking about the problems that face our state, and that's education, and that's access to health care. And I think we have a real opportunity to take back the Senate, which I hope Scott will talk about, 3 seats away. We have to keep Tom there, we have to get Dennis there, and a couple other folks so we have a majority, and Teresa, I'm sorry Teresa, we need to get Teresa there, so we have a majority. And 18 out of 70 is not acceptable in the House. We need to elect Bethany, myself, and some of these good talented people in West River, so we've got a good voice in the House. So there's no supermajority. I've watched the committee hearings, they're very depressing. But I'm very encouraged, and with your help, I know we can be successful. We all have 2 quantities. We have time and we have money. And those that have put their names on the ticket have given a lot of time and some of their money. So if you have either quantity that you can share with us, either a little time or a little money, we would appreciate it. So I thank you all for your support, and I thank you for coming today.